Hi, my name is Matthew Craig Culbertson, and I'm here to teach you about music theory in this video. A little bit about me. I've been playing music and making music for about 15 years with varying success on the internet, mostly just releasing stuff on Bandcamp. And I get a lot of from people I talk to or whatever. Some people are like, "You don't know any music theory, do you?" And I'm like, "Well, I do. That's the thing. Like, I know a few things, and this is going to be the first in a series of videos about music theory. We're going to start at the very bottom and work our way to the very top." So, anyway, first I want to show you some paintings. This is one of my paintings. It's cool. It's not really like I'm going somewhere with this. This is another painting. I like it. And this is a Grateful Dead calendar. That's from 1992. That's not mine. This is mine. This right here. So basically what I have is a techno primitive. He's a cave painting of the digital age. I painted this when I was in the hospital once, and unbeknownst to me, I was using the same color palette as the painter Mondrian. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but anyway, Mondrian used the primary colors red, green, and blue, and 3 achromatic colors gray, white, and black, and horizontal and vertical lines to portray opposing forces in the universe, good and evil, male, female, positive, negative, and put that to canvas. Now, I've been doing something kind of similar in translating natural order in the universe to stuff that's physical. Rather, I guess I technically translated it to a sculpture, but I'll get to that. First, let's take a look around. This is my studio room. You can hear a Super Collider patch playing and a guitar loops. That's where I sleep and work. This is where I play guitar. That's my favorite guitar over there. Those are my other guitars. These are books I took out for research at the library, believe it or not. I go to the library, man. Anyway, let's talk about scales. That's what you came here for, right? Music theory. So, you have major, minor scales. The way I remember those is with a little acronym, and it's around here somewhere. I don't know where I left it, but I can tell it to you. It's Oopa Oop Opupu. Oopa Oop Opupu. If you're really clever, you might have figured that out already, but the O's are whole steps and the P's are half steps. So Oopa Oop, you have O, O, P, dash, O, O, P, and Oopa Oop. And Opupu, I put the O with the dash and then the Oop, poo-poo after that. And like the whole steps and half steps correspond to major and minor scales, because there's only 12 notes, and some of them are in between each other in sharps and flats, and you have to navigate that with that formula. That's a little off the cuff explanation of that if you're new to music theory, but if you're not, you can just get it, oopa oopa poo poo, and remember that for the rest of your fucking life. Like Like, you could be in jail with brain damage and still figure out how to play piano if you remember Oopa Oop and Oh Poo Poo, really. In fact, where is it? What is that? I think I hear... What's... Oh, man. This keyboard was playing that the whole time because it's a sampling keyboard. Let's turn it off. All right, so let's talk about the circle of fifths. Why not? I have a diagram right here my friend gave me earlier today. You can see it's backwards, I think, in the camera, but it starts on C, wraps around to F. And if you remember this order, you can count over it using acronyms. If you're going to the right of C, you remember good deeds are ever bearing fruit. Good deeds are ever bearing fruit. And that's G, D, A, E, B, F. So those are the orders. So you have what's one step below G sharp, G. That's what's one step below D sharp, D. You just add those together because there's two of them in this key and one of them in that key. And if you're going left, you can do the same thing with the flat keys up to A flat with Farmer Brown eats apple dumplings gaily. Farmer Brown eats apple dumplings gaily. I didn't make those up. My friend told me about them. Pretty cool if you want to know the circle of fifths. But I have something else to show you. Because we looked up the definition of a circle of fifths. And I don't remember what the definition was exactly. However, I remember that my sculpture fit the definition perfectly. You want to see it? You want to see it? Alright. It's over here. It has to do with all those cards that are out over there. If you haven't noticed, it's this. Check it out. Moving this. There we go. What you have here. You're still recording? Good. What you have here is a major and minor scale generator built off of cards. Also a circle of fifths. We're using an idea here that's pretty simple, but I'm calling the idea alpha modalism. Because your circle of fifths traditionally starts on the natural key C. However, I think that's kind of screwed up because the alphabet starts on A. So in alpha modalism, we put A as number one, and that's basically how we start counting. And that's how my generator works. As you can see, I've labeled the major cards. Up here are the intervals in this number. 1, 0, 2, oop. Wait, what is it? Oopa oop? Yeah, oopa oop. Yep, and then 2, 0, 3, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0, 7. Now, those are the intervals of the major scale. If you take these cards below it, which I've just labeled in alpha modal notation, that is A is number one. We have A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, G sharp, G, G sharp. Now, if I want to rotate these cards, I can put this card over here, move all these down one, and then I have the next scale that's a G sharp scale. And the intervals up here will correspond still to the intervals that are in that scale. So just by shuffling the cards, you can create your own alpha modal deck and figure out scales. And over there is the minor scale, natural minor scale. You'll notice in my cards that these red cards here represent the missing notes, because when your bank account is in the red, the money is missing. And these black cards are notes that are in the scale. So we can see the relationships. This is curved because it's smiling, because it's major, it's happy, and also because this curvature allows us to better estimate distances with our eyes, and that's why these are stacked up. These can be labeled and shuffled. You could label these with all your scales and line them up, which maybe we'll do eventually on this channel. I hope so. The simplest way to do this, by the way, is just write. If you really want to like freaking learn, just take your cards. You don't have to start on the king, but you need 12 cards. I started on the king and because I wanted the king, the queen, and the jack to line up over here with the note C, which is your natural key in regular modalism. And basically you could write your intervals just up here on the top of the card for your natural minor, your harmonic minor, your melodic minor, and your major. And then what you do is you put you just rotate. You like it's this rotation. You don't have to lay them all out. If you keep them in a deck and you just move the back card to the front, you're rotating them, and you can iterate over them. And there's I'm pretty sure there's a way you can put them on the information on the back sides too. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. Yeah, it's called a Sharpie. But you can put information on the back sides too if you want to rotate them that way. I don't know. This video's been rushed because they're coming to get me. No, they just they want me to clean my apartment, and I want to make this video now while I had a little peace. And other advice: if you're gonna be a musician, don't skateboard. Yeah, like, even if you do wear pads and stuff, because I didn't, and I couldn't play guitar for like 3 weeks. It sucked. So if you want to buy a skateboard, hit me up. That skateboard's cool. It's they don't make it anymore. So where were we? Alpha modalism, Upa Oop. I think those are the two big takeaways here. Yeah. I might make a blog post about this video and post some pictures so you can better see it. If I do, I'll update the video information with a link. If you're following my music, thank you. And peace out.